Hey guys, welcome back. I just wanted to show a few things that I've received and or bought or traded for in the last couple of weeks. Uh, One thing I want to mention, Metarog and I, Roger, we did sort of an AO, kind of act of kindness as far as like sending each other some books. He got his package about a week ago, and I got his this week. And he already did a video, and I appreciate the kind words, Roger. But everybody that knows Roger knows what a great member of this community is, and he's so supportive of like new YouTubers and uh, all the contests, and he just got a great collection, great person, great guy. And I want to show you like a little AOK slash trade that we did. But first, I just got a little hodgepodge of stuff. I think I got a book from eBay on here. Went to Ollie's and got a couple things that I was happy to get. Maybe I don't know if I went to a comic shop and got any of this, but I went to our local Peddlers Mall, and there was like one or two dealers, probably one dealer, but I think he had like two different booths. And usually, most of this stuff is like from the '90s on up. But once in a while, you'll find a Bronze Age book or something in there, and he is real good about selling sets and stuff. And I found some stuff that was really cool for cheap. We'll put it that way. Uh, okay, I'll just show the Peddlers Mall stuff first. This was a series that I think I started collecting maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and just because the artist, it's Neil Adams. But somehow I lost track and didn't get it. But it was the Dead Man series that he did. I guess it was 2018, maybe. Uh, yeah, 2018. 6 issue series. It was written and drawn by Neil Adams. Just some really cool artwork. Got a lot of cool guest stars in it. But mainly just, I got it because of Adams. I'm not really that crazy about his scripting. His scripts tend to be a little off kilter, uneven. I don't know, but I really love the artwork. So, anyway, here's issue 1 of 6. Dead Man. This is a glow in the dark cover. I guess this is a variant. Uh, Issue number 2. Like I say, this is all Neil Adams, script and art. So if you're a Neil Adams fan and you just want to look at the pages, it's worth getting. But I got all 6 issues of these like in a little set bagged up for like $4. So pretty good bargain, especially since these are like $4 a piece. If you go buy them in a comic store or something. Here's number 3. Getting into where we have some appearances by Spectre and the Demon. A lot of the mystical characters. Issue 4. Like I say, the writing isn't all that great, but I guess it's kind of like when you're little and you don't know how to read, you can still look at the pictures. Here's number 5. See, did I miss one? 3, 4. Yeah, I guess I'm all right. Can't keep count. Issue 5. Got the Spectre and Zatanna. The Demon on there. And of course, it wouldn't be Adams if he didn't throw Batman in there. So there's the last issue of that. So that's all of that. I think, like I say, those were about $4. And the rest of these, they were like 3 for $1.89. They were just kind of a hodgepodge of stuff, and I found some stuff that I kind of liked. So, here's a Legion of Supervillains one shot, written by Paul Levitz. Actually, a pretty good story, and it leads into another issue of the Legion of Superheroes out about that time, like in 2011 or 12. So, if you're a Legion fan. This is a reprint of all the Archie Goodwin and Walter Simonson Manhunter stories back in Detective Comics. So pretty nice package there. It's just got anybody that's read this knows how great the story and the art is. So this is just a reprint. It's kind of cool just to have the whole thing in one package. Like I say, this was in the back of like Detective Comics 437 through 43 maybe. And like the last chapter was like a story where he teamed up with Batman. But it's really one of the classic stories, and you know, and it's, I don't know what it is with me, or maybe just there's probably a lot of us that a lot of those backup features were really just as good or better than what was in the front of the book. So you know, you can't beat Simonson and Archie Goodwin. Okay, and this is a series I already have, but I didn't have this. This is a variant cover, and I'm sure you remember. I guess it was maybe a few years ago, 2017, about 4 years ago. There was a book called The Commandy Challenge. It was a 12-issue series, and it took on the same format. If you guys remember a series back around '85 or '86 called the DC Challenge, like a different artist and writer team would write each and draw each chapter, and then the next issue they would have to continue on because there wasn't a plan. So you just had to pick the story up and like try to make sense of it. And then the last guys had to, like, you know, sew all the loose threads up. So this is kind of what this is about. But just a great tribute to Commandy. A lot of great artists in this series. I think this has got Keith Giffen, Dan DiDio scripts, got Dale Eaglesham. There was an issue Neil Adams did. I mean, there's a lot of great artists and writers on this, and of course, I'm a big fan of Commandy. So, oh, speaking of which, I got this in the mail yesterday. Justice Society World War II. Great animated feature. First time JSA's had their own feature. It's got a crossover between Jay Garrick and Barry Allen, and it's actually got an 18-minute Commandy animated feature. So Commandy fans, just for this, it's worth getting this DVD. So anyway, all right. I think all these were like 99 cents a piece. Books I did not have. This is from 1984, Warlord Annual number 3. Mike Grell was gone by this time, and a lot of this was done by Dan Jurgens, but still some good stories and art. GI Combat 204, one of the dollar comics that came out, 80 pages. Cannot pass up a Joe Kubert cover that I don't have. And another one for 99 cents, Charlton comic, Ghostly Tales 141. It's got a Steve Ditko story, it's got some Jim Aparo art. So really nice comic for 99 cents. Okay, a couple books from Ollie's. I think I have most of these issues in the original run, but I'm kind of wanting to get some stuff in trades because I'm probably going to be selling the singles later on. Not anytime soon, but just stuff I really enjoyed. This is JSA Volume 7, Princes of Darkness. Got some great stories in here, some great art. So if you're a JSA fan. And also from Ollie's, I found the Thunder Agents Archives, Volume 5. Still in the shrink wrap. It was original $50 for these, and I got it for $8.99. So can't go wrong there. All kinds of great art. Wally Wood, Gil Kane, just all kinds of great stuff. Steve Ditko, Mike Sikowski, George Tuska. So I'll be delving into this one. I think these next two might have been either MyComicshop or eBay. I'm not sure. This is kind of an oddity. This is from Pacific Comics. And this was in conjunction with Joe Kubert's art school in Dover, New Jersey. This is called First Folio, and this actually features artists that had just graduated his school, that were in his school, and they kind of worked in conjunction with Pacific Comics. Got a great Joe Kubert cover. This was supposed to be an ongoing series, but this was the only issue they do. But it's got some early artwork in it by Mike Chen, Andy, and Adam Kubert in this one before they became famous, I guess, in comic circles. So cool little book to have. It's actually got a 2-page Joe Kubert story in it, so it's worth it just for that. This is pretty inexpensive, so nice little comic. And I added to my run of Super DC Giant. This is number S20. Do You Dare Enter the House of Mystery? Great Neil Adams cover. Of course, most, if not all of these, were reprints. And this is a tough series to complete, but I've got the last 3 issues that I needed. I have them coming. So once I get that completed, I'll probably be doing a showcase video on these. So really cool book. Really happy to have that one in the collection. And now we get to the goodies that Roger sent me. Like I say, Roger's a great guy. Great collection. He's one of the few I know that he's big into like promotional comics and odd formats like digests and treasuries and fanzines, which I'm also a fan of. And like I say, we're both big Legion of Superhero fans. So he sent me some stuff. There was a few books I needed that he had duplicates of, and he sent to me. So I'm grateful for the whole package. Okay, this first one we have. This is X-Men 279. Because You Demanded It, Colossus is back. Did not have this one. And of course, if you watch Metarog's channel, you know that he puts 2 books to a bag, which is a great space saver. I don't know why I haven't done that, but that's a really great idea. But Captain Savage, number 12. Nothing wrong with the 12-cent cover, Silver Age, huh? Cool book. And some more I didn't have. He asked me if I had any Dazzler, and I think the only Dazzler books I had, I got the first appearance in X-Men, but I didn't have any of the, unless I had number 1, I might have number 1. But this is some issues he sent. There's a Dazzler number 30 and 29. I mean, these books are worth having just for the covers alone by Bill Sienkiewicz. Just great artwork. And here's number 32, I guess starring the Inhumans. Great stuff. And number 31, more Bill Sienkiewicz on the covers. So thank you, Roger, for those. And as I said, he's a big guy. He's a big on promotional comics and any kind of promotional materials from comic companies. Here's a promotional comic, Birth of the Demon, by Denny O'Neil and Norm Breyfogle. Great stuff. And here's a little leaflet for the Atlantis Chronicles. I think I started collecting this at one time and I stopped. I think it was like a 7-issue series. Peter David on the scripts, and I think it's Esteban, what's his name? Esteban Maroto. I think it was actually pretty good. I need to go back and see if I need to, what issues I need to get. But just great stuff. Did not have any of this. And speaking of fanzines, he sent me an issue of Alter Ego, which I have collected on and off through the years. It's got a great Joe Kubert cover, Tor. And it's got a lot of great stuff in here. It's got a Joe Kubert interview about when he worked for St. John. Just a lot of great articles and repros of old comic books. This and I think this and probably Back Issue Magazine are like 2 of my favorites of all time as far as fanzines. Probably my all-time favorite is Amazing World of DC Comics, but I might have to feature those again. I did a video on those several years ago, but I might do that again. But really happy to have this too. And I might have one copy of this fanzine, and I'm not sure which one it is, but he sent me an issue of the Comic Reader, number 210, featuring Gru by Sergio Aragones. Really cool stuff. From 1982 or 83, I guess, yeah. That's a really cool cover. I've actually got a copy of a Gru comic somewhere that Sergio autographed for me at a con in Columbus, Ohio, probably 15 years ago. But really looking forward to delving into that. Getting into some Silver Age stuff. There's an issue of Jimmy Olsen I did not have, number 124. Great fun there. It's probably a Murphy Anderson or Kurt Swan and Murphy Anderson cover. I'll take those all day long. And here's an issue of Action Comics that I was missing. I think how all this got started as far as our AOKs and a trade, Roger did a video featuring the Legion of Superheroes run in Action Comics, like at the start of the Bronze Age. I think it was issue 377 through 392. And I think I'm missing 4 or 5 issues, and this is one of the ones that I was missing. But this is number 384 of Action Comics. So it's got the guest star in the Legion of Superheroes. So I'm trying to collect all of those, and thank you so much for that, Roger. It looks like more Kurt Swan or Murphy Anderson on the cover. Can't go wrong with that. And last but not least, like I said, we both kind of like to collect odd formats, like the digests and the square bound stuff and the treasuries and any kind of just oddball stuff. And I'm a real big fan of DC Digests that came out like the early '80s, most of them. And there was like 2 titles. You had the Best of DC Blue Ribbon Digest, and you had DC Special Blue Ribbon Digest. And these were 2 issues that I was missing. This is actually a number 71, Best of DC. This is actually the last issue of these digests. I'm probably missing 8 or 10 out of those. And this is DC Special Digest. It reprints a lot of the early Warlord stories by Mike Grell. Really been looking for this one. So, and both of these really. So thank you so much, Roger. I think there was only 24 issues of this, so I think I'm 2 issues shy on this run. So really grateful to have these. So again, Roger, thank you so much. Anybody that doesn't subscribe to Roger's channel, do yourself a favor and do so now. Like I said, Roger, can't thank you enough. And I hope everybody's enjoyed this video as much as I have. And I hope you guys are having a great weekend, and I will see you soon. Onward and upward.